Another program that we began with our 2010-2011 season was drop-in on practice. And it's a program in which we go out into the community, and I call the coach or the team manager and I say, we want to come and bring some Penguins players to your practice. Here's the catch. You can't tell. This has to be on a must-know basis. Don't tell your assistant coaches. Don't tell your kids. Don't tell your wife. Don't tell anybody. But come up with some pretense to get maximum attendance. So coaches have had special meetings where we lost last night and I want everybody on the ice because you guys need to practice to, we're going to do team photos, and they've been very creative with getting all the kids there. And kids go out on the ice, and then a couple big guys in warm-up suits and go out on the ice, and next thing you know, the kids realize they've got Penguins players out there. And we do about 5 to 6 of these per season. We fit them in where we can. Our players do a lot of charity events with our community relations department and our sponsors. So we look for the opportunities and we get them out there. But last season and this season, I made sure that we visited a girls' practice as part of those 5 or 6 visits. So these are some pictures of this last on March 6th with the Pittsburgh Elite Girls and the Steel City Selects. And we had Eric Tangrady and we had Brian Straight. And we find the girls get really cheeky and with the guys, and they're not shy at all about teasing with them and joking around, and so it's been great. And I'll have something to conclude with a little bit more of that. And here's this was a great picture. This girl was sitting up on the boards getting ready to go in. I love that picture. And actually these 2 girls, this is at our battle camp, and like Scott said, we reworked a checking clinic to try to begin to get this angling and positioning and body positioning and get kids comfortable with increased contact at the squirt and peewee levels, and we still do the checking portion of it at the bantam level. And that's a camp that is really good, not just for the squirts and peewee boys, but as somebody mentioned yesterday with the angling, Michelle mentioned it, it's a great camp for the girls to take part in. And we did have a couple of girls that did, and this is a little thing where they lock arms and are coming up and hitting each other. We got that. And then I mentioned that I'm in charge of our intermissions when we have youth hockey kids. This past year we did 21. We introduced cross-ice intermissions this year for the mites. We went and bought 4 intermediate nets. We have 20 kids, so we do 4-on-4 and 4 goalies. Sometimes they have rotating equipment and the kids throw it on, and sometimes they're just standing there with a goalie stick. We did decide after the first one that if you have a player in regular hockey gear, please give him a goalie stick so he remembers where to be, because on the one little kid just joined in the rush, and there was nobody covering that net. He just wanted to get involved. So please give him a goalie stick or her a goalie stick so they remember where they're supposed to stay. But we introduced the cross-ice games, and that's fun, getting 4 nets and 20 kids on and off the ice in that time period allowed by the league, because the Zambonis have to be on the ice and the ice can dry, and there's a lot of limitations there. So it is a real scramble when we do that, but it's been a lot of fun. And then for the older children, for the squirts and the U12 girls, we do a shootout, and they skate from the blue line rather than from the red lines. And from the 2 blue lines they do, and then they announce their names, and then the blue team won, and and then the kids go to the center ice and raise their sticks, and so it's a lot of fun. And even before the cross ice came to be, we had started moving our nets up to the top of the circles for the mites to shorten the length. Half of our intermissions were cross ice mites, and that always included a number of little girls on those teams. And then the other half were squirts and U12 teams, and a lot of the squirt teams also had girls, but we did have U12 teams, one in November and one in February, and these are just some photos of those teams. We we only had one of that one particular team, and then we had a number of others here. So we were happy to get, we're always happy to feature girls on the ice for our intermissions, and we've been doing that for a lot of years. Then I mentioned that my colleague Max has worked he works in the area of new media with us, and Facebook and Twitter, and he created for us a microsite off of our Penguins website, Pittsburgh Youth Hockey Network. And one of the things we do with our interns is we bring interns every year, and their job is to go out and cover stories in the youth hockey community to create content for our youth hockey site. So the kids, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. Kids will want to read the stories because it's about them, and plus we get to promote youth hockey in so doing. So this is a list of the stories that we've had since we've in the past year or so on the feature aspects of girls hockey. And that's on our website, and all of that is archived. And then we have been given a youth hockey page in our team's game night program called Ice Time. And the Penguins, I don't know how many other teams do it, but our game night program is free. It's a sponsored program. We don't sell it, we give it free. So, and it's very nice. It's 200 pages or so. It's got a nice little binding on the back. It's not like stapled together. It's like glued binding, and it's like a little book. And so we get a youth hockey page in there, and all of the 18,000 fans get that attend the game. So we have had 3 stories this year on girls hockey. There was a girls hockey day in October, and I think that was the North Pittsburgh Amateur Association that did that in conjunction, I think, with International Women's Hockey Day. And then a girl that got a Division I scholarship offer, and then a girl that was the first female player ever on her high school hockey team. And that particular organization was one of the first high school hockey teams when the high school hockey team was developed back in the early 70s. And so she's their first female player, so we did that story. And that also leads into this story here, Pittsburgh Penguins annual Hockey Founders and Builders Award. In conjunction with Hockey is for Everyone month, there's the component of Hockey Heroes. So we decided to create this award for people who were founders or the next generation of builders in youth hockey in our area. And this year we chose 2 individuals, Rose Semplis, who started our high school league, and Dale Rossetti, who has worked in a number of areas. The funny thing was, it wasn't until we did the story that I found out that Dale succeeded Rose as president of the high school league. But Rose is in her 80s now, and she got the high school league off the ground as a hockey mom in like 1970. And so she was so tickled and so thrilled to be recognized in this story. We got them a nice plaque and brought them, sent a limo to pick them up at their house and bring them to the Penguins game, and have 2 tickets to the game and dinner in the Lexus Club, and get treated a little bit like royalty. We partnered with California State University of Pennsylvania. Their grad school got together and wrote a floor hockey curriculum, and it met all Pennsylvania standards for curriculum. It's all buttoned down and everything's, there were kids in the program that had hockey backgrounds. So it is a 4-week unit or whatever for floor hockey for an elementary school. And then through the sale of these ornaments, we were able to fund buying a complete set of equipment, sticks and goal nets and hockey equipment, to give to each elementary school in Allegheny County. And it's a 3-year program. Allegheny County is where our building is resided, and then we have some surrounding counties around us. And in the succeeding years, we want to put that in all those elementary schools. So Mike will be overseeing that, along with some other things with inline hockey and some other programs. And Mike's a goalie too, so he offers a goalie instructor for all my camps too, so that's been great. But that's one of our future plans, and that's through our Pittsburgh Penguins Foundation. And I also wanted to mention too, our Pittsburgh Penguins Foundation, one of its first initiatives when they got off the ground in the fall of 2010 was to partner with UPMC on a concussion baseline testing program. And throughout the season last year, on through the middle of the summer, we were partnering with UPMC and the youth hockey community to offer free baseline concussion testing. Our high school league has adopted it as a mandatory condition to play, and we're looking for that to be included with the older amateurs as well. So I just wanted to mention that, since concussions was a big part of our discussion yesterday. So I want to conclude with just an entertaining video, and I hope you'll enjoy this. This was our drop-in that we did at one of the rinks last year. Thank you for letting me share these things with you.
You guys recognize these guys? Alright, what we're gonna do? We'll do one little thing, kind of fun game to start off. Everybody's gonna grab a puck. You're gonna stay below the top of the circle, stick handling around, and we're gonna come and knock all the pucks from you guys. Oh, I almost gotcha. Oh, flagpole.
It's awesome, you know. Growing up in like a hockey community where I grew up, there was, you know, we have an OHL team, which was. We have an OHL team, which was big when we were kids, and the way they influence the way people, you know, play and keep playing the game and keep interested in the game, I think it's huge. You know, giving back to the community, it really helps, and you can tell by the way the girls were excited today, the way you talked to them, the way they were on the ice. You see how much it means to them, and you know, to come out and to help, it was awesome.
Oh, sauce. Hey.
They play hard. They play hard, and they love the game, and that's what's so great about it. That's what's so great about what the Penguins are doing here with this. When they get involved in amateur hockey, these girls are going to love this and remember this for the rest of their lives. They're going to remember these two Penguins, and they're going to remember the Penguin organization. It's very cool.
Just some skill drills with the girls. They had a huge smile on their face. I think they were a little nervous early on, but we definitely got them to open up. Some tip drills in front I could help them with. That's kind of my role with the Penguins. So it was neat to, you know, share the experience with them.
Yeah. Nice.
It was great. It's my first year playing hockey, and I never thought I'd get to do this ever. It was amazing.
Let's go here, White.
Hockey's just everything to me. I play on two teams. This is amazing. I love you guys for coming.